Welcome to another episode of The Property Show, where your property search begins. Today, it's all about affordable living. Well, it is possible. Guess what? On the property pick of the week, we take a look at a group coming together, converting a daily income of Kenya shillings 100 to constructing affordable and decent homes. Next, we'll catch up with Kenya Power on street lighting, Safaricom Big Box, and later on, we'll share tips on how to spruce up your kitchen with appliances and towels. A homeowner's curiosity finally giving her the freedom of owning a home. Get ready for all this and much more. Remember, there is something for everyone. Owning a decent home through a daily contribution of 100 shillings seems impossible. Let's hear from a group who joined hands and started a housing cooperative, buying a piece of land and building housing units for their members. We caught up with the chairman on their success and how they are changing the narrative of decent and affordable housing.
Kitemoto Housing Cooperative is a leading investment group enabling boda riders, jua kali artisans, mama mboga, hawkers, tuk-tuk and taxi drivers to own affordable and decent homes. With a minimum daily contribution of 100 Kenya shillings, the housing cooperative has been able to build 100 housing units for its members, dubbed Ngasemo Estate. This has removed the stress of monthly rental payment. To join and own a home with Kitemoto Housing Cooperative, register at a cost of 1,000 Kenya shillings as one-off payment. Saving towards owning a home, one is required to pay 100 Kenya shillings per day for a period of about 3 months. They have also ventured into residential project development and have constructed 24 units of 3 bedrooms which are now available for sale to the public at 4.5 million Kenya shillings.
Karibuni sana hapa Kitemoto. Hii ni Ngasemo Estate, Kitemoto Phase 1, ambayo tuko na nyumba ya Dem House ambayo ni 3 bedroom house. Nyumba yenyewe hii ni sitting room ambayo inatoshea 7 seater na iko na mahali pa TV hapa na iko na dirisha nzuri ambayo zinaleta light, hewa ni safi. Tuko na ceiling ambayo iko high ambayo inasaidia sana nyumba kuwa na cool. Alafu hapa pengine tuko na kitchen ambayo iko na kila kitu. Karibuni sana. Hii ndio kitchen yetu. Naona hii kitchen yetu iko na granite, iko na cupboard za kuweka vitu, iko na mahali pa kuweka fridge. Hapa iko jiko unaweza weka, iko smart sana. Iko na cupboard ya kupack vitu hapa. Iko na sink mzuri. Hii kitchen yetu ni special sana ambayo wamama watafurahia. Tuko na mlango pande hii ya kutoka kwenda dobi ambayo ni furahi sana. Hii kitchen yetu ni smart sana. Na iko na tiles chini ambayo inaweka jikoni kuwe safi. Iko na kila kitu. Nafikiria tumeweza kujaribu kupanga kila kitu kwa sababu hata huko kando kando unaona tiles mzuri. Sink iko sawa, maji ni safi kutoka kwa borehole yetu ya estate ambayo ni clean sana. Hii ndio choo ya wageni ambayo tuko nayo hapa. Wageni wakikuja wakutembelea wanatumia hapa. Alafu hii ni corridor kubwa sana ya kufuata, inaingia kwa bedroom zetu. Hii ndio bedroom number 1 ambayo ni ya watoto. Iko na cupboard ndani na inbuilt yote, kila kitu iko na iko spacious sana. Hii ndio room number 2 ambayo unaweza weka wageni ama watoto. iko na inbuilt ya cupboard na kila kitu, na hii ndio master bedroom ambayo iko na choo na bafu ndani, na iko na cupboard na inbuilt zake zote za ndani. Karibu. Iko na kitanda ya 5x6 ambayo inaweza toshea 6x6, na tiles, kuna dirisha mzuri ambayo inaleta mwangaza kwa bedroom. Tuko na wardrobe ambayo inatoshea nguo za mama na mzee hapa, ambayo ni very spacious. Tuko na ingine hapa ya kuweka vitu ya mama, na hapa hivi tuko na choo na bafu ambayo iko na kila kitu ambayo mzee na mama watakuwa wanafurahia wakiishi hapa.
Gasemo Estate is a cluster housing project located 11.5 kilometers from Kitengela town along Kitengela-Namanga Road. Salient features include high perimeter wall, cabro paved walkways, solar lighting systems, solar water heating systems, water tanks and borehole system, septic tanks and greenery.
In 2009 ndio nilinunua motorbike yangu ya kwanza, nikakuwa conductor. Mara ya kwanza nilikuwa nimeandikwa kama mfanyikazi wa motorbike, nikakaa nikanunua motorbike yangu. Sasa hii Kitemoto iliundwa siku ile kulikuwa na crackdowns za motorbikes, polisi walikuwa wanakushika bure, wengine wanashikwa wako na makosa. Sasa mpaka inakuwa tunafanya kazi na wasiwasi. Siku moja, asubuhi moja, polisi wa Kitengela waliamka wakaamua kushika pikipiki zote. Mimi na wengine wetu tukakuwa wa kwanza kushikwa, tukawekwa kwa cell. Vile tuliwekwa kwa cell, tulipiga simu sana na watu wakamobilize, tukaleta mgomo Kitengela, ambao pikipiki zote zilikuja police station. Tukasema watufungie na watustaki mara moja kuliko kutuambush. Wale watu walikuwa nje, waliambiwa bondi yetu wale tulikuwa ndani ni 5,000 na walikuwa watu 200. Wakachanga kila mtu shilingi 100. Ndio tukatolewa na kila mtu bondi ya 5,000. Kutolewa na bondi ya 5,000, vile tulitoka nje ndio tuliamua kuanza Kitemoto. Na jina Kitemoto ilitokea hapo. Kwa sababu tulisema hatutatoa hongo tena, tuende kotini. Sasa tuko tunaenda kotini, mtu kama ako na makosa anapigwa fine, tunarudi. Sasa hiyo mambo ya kushikwa ikaisha. Vile iliisha na tulikuwa tumeamua kutoaga 100 shilling per day. Tukiwa watu 200 tulikuwa tuna collect 20,000 per day. Tukakuwa mwezi ya kwanza tuna 600,000. Pesa ambayo haikuwa na kazi ya kufanya kwa bank. Ndio tukakaa chini, tukaulizana na hii pesa yetu na tumeacha kushikwa tutafanya nini? Tukaamua ku make our members wetu wa own kama jina, sababu tunaitwa Kitengela Motorbikes Owners. Tukaamua kila member atabeba loan kidogo, tunamnunulia motorbikes. Hiyo tulienda kama miezi 3-4 hivi. Tuseme mwezi wa 6 tulikuwa tumejaribu kununulia karibu kila mtu motorbike. Vile tulimaliza kufanya kazi ya kumobilize watu, tukakaa chini kama chama. Tukauliza challenge ile kubwa tuko nayo kama members wa Kitemoto ni nini. Kaona members wetu wengi wanakuaga wanakopa pesa ya rent. Kwa sababu landlord Kitengela wamekuwa wakali sana, wameweka deadline ya tarehe 6 kila mwezi lazima ulipe nyumba. Sasa ukipitisha tarehe 6 nyumba inafungwa. Ndio tukakaa chini, sasa tunafanya mahesabu treasurer. Tukasema juu tuko na pesa ni nini tutafanya tusaidie members wetu. Siku moja tukiwa kwa seminar ya kufundishwa mambo ya bookkeeping Karen, ndio tulikutana na donor ambao wanaweza tujengea nyumba, ambao walitusaidia sana. Wakatuambia ile pesa tuko nayo itapigwa times 5 ya ile pesa umesave. Hapo ndio tuliamua kutengeneza Kitemoto Housing, kwa sababu sako haiwezi tengeneza nyumba. Sako ni ya savings na loan. 2009 ndio tulitengeneza Kitemoto Sako. Lakini 2010, 1 year, tukaamua kutengeneza Kitemoto Housing. Tulianza kusave kama members. Tukakaa chini tukasema ndio vile tuliagree na wale watu walikuwa wanatupea loan. Tukaambiwa ndio mtu apewe 300,000 tupate kununua shamba. Kila mtu lazima akuwe na saving ya 60,000. 60,000 kila mtu kwa watu 200 ndio tuko tunasema. Lakini tukiendelea hivyo kulikuwa na hii shida ya Kenya, watu wanasema mara kuna pyramid, mara kuna watu mikora wananyang'anya watu pesa. Sasa ikakuwa challenge kubwa sana kwa members wetu kusave. Sababu walikuwa wanasema tunataka kukula pesa yao. Out of the 200 members, 100 walishindwa kufikisha ile target ya 60. Sasa tukakaa chini tukaona tujenge nyumba 100 za members hapa kwa hii estate ya Kitemoto, na tulijaribu sana, tukaongeza mpaka tuko na mechanics kutoka Kitengela, tuko na wamama wa soko. Kwa hii estate yetu tulijaribu kuongea nao ndio wajazilie ile namba, na tukapata pesa. Dona akatupea pesa ya kununua shamba. Shamba yenyewe tulinunua 3 million per acre. Tukanunua 5 acres, 15 million. Tukakaa chini tukaona tunaweza jenga nyumba 100 za members na extra 24. Hizi 24 ndio hizi unaona commercial, tunaziita commercial, ambazo ni complete 3 bedroom house. Tukiziuza hiyo pesa itasaidia ku offset loan ya members ambayo tunaita subsidize. Tuna subsidize loan ya members. Sasa wale watu wanataka loan, tuko na group ya Kitemoto Sacco ambayo inapeana loan. Lakini kwa sasa tumeconcentrate na Kitemoto Housing ambayo ilikuwa na sheria ya motorbikes peke yake. Sasa tulienda tukabadilisha, inaitwa Fanikisha na Kitemoto, ambayo sasa inakubalisha kila mtu. Hata kama umeandikwa, hata kama wewe ni biashara nyingine yoyote, sio lazima ukue mtu ya motorbikes. Sasa tuko na madereva wa lori ambao wamejoin, tuko na madereva wa matatu ambao wamejoin, tuko na mashoe shiners, tuko na mechanics, tuko na group mingi sana sasa zimejoin. Tuko hata na watu wa saloon ambao wanafanya kazi kwa saloon wamejoin kwa phase 2. Kwa hivyo this time ile kitu mtu anakuja anakaa chini na sisi tunamuelezea masharti ya chama na tunamuelezea vile mtu anaweza ingia. Tukimuelezea akikubaliana na sisi anajaza form ya membership, anaingia na tunamwambia vile atakuwa na save.
Kujua hii estate ya Kazemo, mzee wangu alipatana na rafiki yake mmoja akamuelezea kuhusu Kazemo. Alipomuelezea hakusita, alichukua jukumu akakuja akanielezea na nikamwambia iko sawa. Si wenyewe ni watu tunafanya kazi ya jua kali, tunasaidiana. Si kazi kubwa vile, lakini ni ile kidogo kidogo, lakini inatusaidia, tunasomesha na inatulisha na tunaona tuko sawa. Kwa hii nyumba ninaenjoy vitu mingi kwa sababu kwanza kabisa nashukuru kwa ajili ya hewa safi. Mambo yangu najifanyia hapa. Hakuna msukumo nilio nao. Kila kitu ninapata, maji ni ya hapa ninapata. Unaona, nikitaka hata kamboka ninaweza pata hapa nje mimi mwenyewe. Sioni nikifinywa sana kama vile nilikuwa nafinywa nikiwa kwa plot. Kwa wale watu pengine wanaweza tuona ama wasikie Kazemo project, musilale, tafuta mahali uingie, itakupeleka mbali. Kwa maana kulipa shilingi 100 ama kulipa shilingi 200 na ukuje upate nyumba si mchezo. Ukitilia maanani utakuja kupata kitu ya maana.
Kitambo tulikuwa tunakaa kijiji at the river slaughter. Na tukaanza saving mdogo kidogo. Wakati tuliendelea kusave tukapata hiyo project ya Kazemo. Tukiwa as 3 groups. Saving tulianza na 200 kila mwezi. na tukasave, tukafikisha 60,000 ndio tukapata hizi manyumba. Changamoto ilikuwa mahali tulikuwa naishi hakuna maji, hakuna macho. Kwa hivyo tulikuwa na shida kubwa sana. Na tena ni nyumba za mapati, unaelewa nyumba ya mapati vile ziko. Umesqueeze na watoto hapo. Faida kubwa sana. Naishi kwa nyumba yangu, najivunia nyumba yangu, nimefuga kuku na niko na maji, ni nyumba ya self. Kwa hivyo najivunia sana. Na ninaambia kila mmoja yule anaishi kwa nyumba ya lento, akijinyima na save, hawezi kosa kuwa na nyumba yake. Ni kujitolea tu kujinyima na atapata nyumba.
Kitemoto Sacco ni chama ya wanabodaboda ambayo ilianza mwaka wa 2009 wakati sisi vijana tuliona tuko na matatizo mingi yenye ambayo hatuwezi solve mtu akiwa peke yake. So tukaketi, tukaona ni vizuri tutengeneze chama, na chama yenyewe yenye itashughulikia shida zetu. Na ni wakati huo serikali ilisema watu wa transport mpaka wawe kwa SACCOs. So sisi hatukugoja kama wengine, we went direct to registering the SACCO. Benefit ya hii SACCO ni kuwa tunapeana pesa ama tunakopesha with low interest. Na wewe ukiwa member, mahali kama sahi unaweza enda kwa bank na request loan, lakini ita take time kutoka. Lakini ukiwa member wa SACCO na una save na sisi, in case umepatwa na jambo fulani yenye unahitaji pesa, you just call us, useme kesho unahitaji loan. Na kama sisi kwetu hakunanga mtu hajafikisha wakati wa kupewa loan. The moment umeanza kusave, unapata 3 times of your savings. So wakati umepiga simu ukatuambia unataka loan, kama ni jioni, asubuhi yake unapata loan immediately kwa sababu wewe ni member, with low interest of 10%. Kuna short term loans na kuna long term loans. Tuko na education loan, tuko na asset loan. Asset loan ni kama hiyo ya kununua pikipiki, kununua tuk-tuk, kununua taxi. Hii education loan unaweza kopa kwa sababu ya watoto, kwa sababu yako mwenyewe.
Mimi ningetaka kuambia vijana, nikiwa kama mweka hazina wa Kitemoto Sacco, vijana wajiunge na group kama hizi Sacco. Wajiandikishe kwa wingi, ndio sababu shilingi moja ya leo ndio inaweza kuwa milioni moja ya kesho. Kwa sababu sisi vile tulianza watu wadogo, lakini sasa hivi mahali tumefika, mimi naona tumeendelea sana. Hata tumefika mahali kila mtu amepata pikipiki yake, kuna wengine wako na taxi na vitu mingi. Ile jambo muhimu zaidi tumesaidika naye ni kwa vile wengi wao wanakaa kwa nyumba zao. Hakuna mtu analipa nyumba. Hiyo ndio ile kitu nikiongeza.
We are a one-stop shop when it comes to solutions in the real estate sector. Whether you're looking for your dream home, land, investment options, finance, or joint venture partnerships, just give us a call and let's connect you to professionals. Up next, Safaricom Big Box, providing wholesome entertainment and Wi-Fi connections for up to 10 users.
Big Box is a home-used internet. It's 5 times faster than the normal internet. One thing with Big Box, you can be able to download apps, maybe games. Simply, you just go to Google Play Store, and you can be able to download any app that you want and store it at the SD card or save it at the flash disk. If you're looking for internet at home, Big Box is the best to use. It can be used up to 10 users, and it is very, very fast. You can be able to download apps, you can be able to download games, you can be able to stream through YouTube and listen to your best music. For the Big Box, you can also get entertainment channels. I'm going to take you through on how to install Big Box once you've purchased it. But also when you buy Big Box from Safaricom, you also get installation for free. But I'll just take you through. Once you've bought a Big Box, it's very easy to install it. There's a power source cable that you fix to the modem. There's also HDMI cable that you also fix to the modem, and antenna cable. The antenna cable, it's for the aerial supplies for the TV. Once you've already fixed it like that, it's very, very easy. You take your remote and then press on the menu. When you press on the menu, you can be able to see everything. There's guide, there's internet, there's applications, there's YouTube, and there's also settings. It connects immediately once you put the aerial, the HDMI, and the power source. It connects immediately. So you can also be able to receive the channels, the local channels like Citizen TV, like KTN TV, Nation TV, and many other channels, local channels. And Big Box is very, very, very fast. Remember that when you're streaming with internet, Big Box is very, very, very fast. So the only time you need to use internet or switch over to internet and channels, you just go to menu, and then you can be able to choose anything. Like when you go to YouTube, you can be able to choose YouTube and start streaming the music. Feel free to visit any of our Safaricom outlets and get the Big Box. Any Safaricom, anywhere, may it be outside Nairobi, we all have Big Box. It's a very affordable price at 4,999.
Going to get hurt. I'm doing my best, bro. You need to remember that Chapo day with Mom, remember? Let me send you a video. But I can't wait. You have it. Watch it.
Come together as a team and fight for this club. Make sure that
What?
Don't wait. Do things faster. Do things Safaricom 4G.
Everything else is just TV, but the Big Box is TV and internet. Get yours from any Safaricom outlet across the country. The kitchen is more than just where you prepare your meals. It is the center of the home, where we meet as a family over a little chit-chat as meals are prepared. It also needs some tender loving care. Here are some interesting tips on how to infuse style into functionality of the kitchen.
We kick off with tea towels. Instead of stashing your tea towels in a drawer, try draping it over your sink or countertop. The placement allows you to fully utilize your tea towels while giving you an excuse to show off your favorite towel. An appliance into your kitchen decor leaves your countertops looking pretty without sacrificing function. It is important to repeat the color of your appliance in your decor to make your style appear seamless. Trays are the perfect solution for displaying a collection of your frequently used cooking items in an organized and aesthetically pleasing manner. Combining cooking oils and spices with small decorative touches gives you the perfect balance for your countertop. Cutting boards also double as the perfect tray if you want to give your display a bit more practicality. Plants are a simple way to make a space feel more lived in and relaxed. Incorporating a touch of greenery in an out-of-the-way spot like a corner display or playfully bunching a few together allows you to decorate without sacrificing any usable counter space. Make your kitchen utensils just another part of your kitchen decor. Placing large utensils in a vase will be easily accessible and contributes to the room's style while serving a practical purpose. When decorating with utensils, color and material are crucial for achieving the aesthetic you want. Metals like gold, copper, and stainless steel work great with ceramic and marble countertops.
Finally, incorporate your other kitchen decorations to your book display to give the space a truly authentic feel. Countertops are one of the best places to store, display your favorite cookbooks. It's easily accessible and conveniently located. Cookbooks can also add a much needed personal touch to your kitchen. Let's take a short break. When we return, we'll catch up with the homeowner's curiosity, finally giving her financial freedom. Don't go away. Welcome back. You're watching The Property Show. Brightly lit streets and pathways is what we see today. Let's catch up with Kenya Power on the progress of this initiative.
The National Public Lighting Project was a project that was initiated by the national government in November 2014, and this is to complement the county governments in providing public lighting to the citizenry. And this is in realization that good lighting helps in areas of security. It helps in the objective of 24-hour economy, that normally the working hours without public lighting are normally the daylight hours. But with lighting, it extends the economy to people working beyond the 8 hours to nighttime working. And the ultimate goal is whether we can shift our economy from a daylight economy to a 24-hour economy. As I've mentioned, security is one of the issues that muggings and mostly thieves and muggers and are mostly prone in the areas that are dark. And once you light it up, you'd look like people can be able to walk safely. You notice that the public transport in some of the places would stop working also from daylight because the bus stops would be deserted. Like the matatus, like in Nairobi, you wouldn't stand in a bus stop that is dark. But having street, you'd go ahead. The areas like shopping areas whereby the supermarkets would close quite early because the customers would be away. But with more lighting, you'll find people shopping up to the late hours, carrying their shopping happily home. And the entertainment centers, look at the commerce in the city centers, the pubs, the restaurants. You'll find at times in other areas they would close early. But with the lighting project that we've done, you'd see areas like you see Nairobi, people still working like it's daylight, restaurants still open late at night, people eating and dining. You'd see matatus even 1 o'clock in the night because there are customers who are available. The other services like M-Pesa and others that were cutting out very early because of fear of muggings. Petrol stations that were very early cutting off. And we'd find that with lighting, there's a bit of commerce in some of the areas that I've mentioned. You find people walking In fact, there was brain by Boda Boda that now people can walk home short distances without having to take public transport, which is training health. The markets and shops, you find people are going early because they can't buy the basic needs, fresh vegetables, tomatoes. But now Mama Mboga is able to put the wares under the lights, and as people leave work even late, you'll be able to buy your groceries, buy your fresh vegetables late at night. We looked at also in the informal settlements, Kibera and other informal settlements, where really people it will be like when people close in at dark, that's it. But with public lighting, especially opening in those informal settlements, we found a lot of activities late at night. Children even praying, where they are not praying, praying on the outside during the night because there's public lighting. And also in such areas, the security has really improved, and the business and commerce has gone on very well in such sectors. Initially, when the project started, it started in Nairobi on the areas like Kibera. We started actually in Kibera, or as the roads were being opened in other areas, and they spread in Nairobi. Nairobi was the test area. And once we found that the benefits accruing were great, the national government injected more money, and we went down to Mombasa, we went to the Old Town, we went to other informal settlements, like settlements of Nairobi, and now it has spread that we are currently working on 65 towns. We started on 52 towns, which are mostly the county headquarters, and they spread again to another 13, the county headquarters that were left out, which we're working on. Initially, the budget provided, we started with 953 million, and by the end of the last financial year, the government had injected about 4 billion shillings in the project. This year alone, the government has got 3.5 billion, which has been injected. And we expect before June this year, we'll have finished the 65 towns, which are basically the county headquarters and big towns. Then we plan to roll out on the other phase, which is some second-tier towns, which will come in because of the benefits. And this is all 100% funded by the national government. That is for the infrastructure. But once the infrastructure has been put in place, with the collaboration of the stakeholders, there are many stakeholders that I didn't mention, because we have got the national highway authorities, because most of these lights run alongside public roads. There is the Kura, there is the Kenha. These are all road public bodies. When we come to the counties, as I mentioned, this is a project done in collaboration. So the payment of the usage is being undertaken by the county governments. So they are very big stakeholders we are working with. As I mentioned, KPOC is a contractor, Watu wa Mkono, working for the national government to implement the project. So the county governments are taking over after we finish the project, and they continue paying the monthly bills for the public lighting.
Indeed, we've seen Kenya Power transforming lives and strengthening the 24-hour economy. Starting the journey of home ownership comes with its own challenges. From the budget, where do you look and who do you turn to? Let's hear from Rosemary, her amazing home ownership story. Asante sana for having us in your home.
Karibuni sana. It is good to have you here.
And who is Rosemary?
Rosemary is a sister, a friend, an auntie, a loved one, a member of the community, and an active member of the community. And she is avid outdoor enthusiast, and I love trail jogging, and you know, somebody who wants to definitely live life well. She's also a storyteller. So Nancy, I'll tell you a few.
Fantastic. So we are in for storytelling today.
We'll try.
And when did you decide to buy your first home, and what triggered it?
About 8 to 9 years ago, a very, very good friend of mine bought a house at the Baraka Estate, close to Nyayo Estate. And she lived on the other side of town, or rather she worked on the other side of town in Gigiri. Very good friend of mine. So of course, I went to visit her and to admire her house. Very, very nice. She had set it up very well. But I left her place with a challenge that it is possible to buy a house. Wow. It is possible. But also, there were a few other things happening about that time that prompted, you know, I had finished paying off a facility, so I had a bit more money. I had changed jobs not too long before, meaning the income was slightly more. And again, I'm a teacher's daughter, meaning I have been taught to save from when I could learn how to speak. The saving culture is ingrained in my worldview. I'd also been taught that you just don't save, you save with a purpose. And that beyond saving there is investment. And as you know, about that time I also got to appreciate that a house need not be one that you live in at that point, but an investment, so that you don't find yourself with too much spare cash in the bank, because it will evaporate. I wouldn't say there was exactly a trigger, but I think there was a series of events that challenged me to start looking for a house. And I felt the time was right, and I got to it.
8 years ago, I can only imagine, Athi River was far too far for anybody to consider buying a house here, because there were no road network. It was very dry. I know this property was extremely dry. It didn't look like it had a glimmer of what we are seeing today. So how did you pick on this property?
Oh, Nancy. Again, financial background, budget. The budget was a determining factor. At that time, in as much as I'm saying I had a bit extra income, the reality is that I was not in a position to afford one in the city center. In as much as that would be very convenient for me because I'd live in my own house, I wouldn't have afforded. And number two, I mean, a bit of youth folly. Ask me why. Because I wanted a house that would be my dream house. I wanted the house I bought, even if it was for investment, would be one that eventually I could live in. And the house I could live in had certain biases. Because again, I grew up in an institution, meaning you know, the teachers' staff houses. It was an open plan. There's a lot of free space, no gates, and not in a flat. It was in a bungalow. So I was biased towards bungalows. So I was looking for something almost impossible to get in the city at that time.
Yes, and if you did, it was far too expensive.
Way too expensive. But number two also, Athi River, for some reason, I mean, I would like to say I put together all my reasons and analyzed them, and I came to a logical conclusion. But I must say the gut had a huge role to play in settling on Green Park. I tell you, it ticked a lot of the boxes. Like you say, it was quite a bit of a distance away from the city center and where work is, but also, you know, infrastructure was still a challenge.
Complete challenge.
But I did my analysis and my gut pushed me here. But although, before I say, you know, all these things, I looked around. Oh, Nancy, I looked around. Nancy, I spoke to everybody. Nancy, I became the kind of person who will book an appointment humbly at lunchtime to come and sit and ask questions.
Where do you start?
And how do you ensure you are not conned? And bank facilities on the long term. And we work on contract in the NGO world. What if they say take the plunge? Because even if you don't buy it, you will have to get a house someday. And the possibility of you putting aside enough money to buy a house cash is very low.
Extremely low.
Extremely low. So you have to get started somewhere and walk by faith. And you know, do a reasonably good risk analysis. Say I can take this, whichever way it goes. You know, this commitment, I can take it.
So who was your financial partner?
At that time, Stanbic Bank. But then I eventually got a better. Oh, Nancy was also a bit lucky because my employer at that time gave us dollar contracts. So Stanbic Bank was offering US dollar mortgages.
With a very low interest rate.
Exactly. And I got an even lower one with another bank. But I think for me, you know, talking to people a lot helps. I talked to a friend of mine who worked for the bank, and we got to understand a bit more about the difference in why, if your contract reads that your income is in a certain currency and the currency offers a better rate, go for it. Go for it. Whichever way, you know, you will not be subject to the fluctuations in the market, like we've seen in the recent past. So that reduces your risk to some extent. Number two, I have a lot of colleagues in the NGO sector who've taken this plunge. Like, I have a colleague who I bothered until one day he asked me to go for lunch with him, and he drove to his home and told me, I want you to speak to my wife. Perhaps I've been telling you the same thing over and over, and you sound like I need to keep telling it to you. Let somebody else tell you. She said, go for it. And that was the first time I was meeting her. She said, Karibu, come I show you. Let me tell you, you know, and look at where we are today. Go for it. Go for it. Actually, I think they had got another property outside the city, and they had been able to pay it off. Then they had sold that property, and it had allowed them to pay a significant chunk of the deposit in the house they were currently living in a really good location. And today the location is even better because it is on one of the roads, the new roads in Kileleshwa, Kilimani. So she said, go for it. Don't even think twice. Find a nice place within your budget. Whichever way it goes, the area will open up. Those were the words. It will open up.
Sharing your home ownership journey can inspire and guide many to begin the journey. We continue next week with this captivating story. Do you have a project and would like to expand your reach? Plus, if you are looking to buy the right property, the Upmarket Home Expo is the place to be. Let's hear from the organizers.
Upmarket Homes Expo is a platform which brings together all the stakeholders in real estate industry. This one includes the banks, that's financial developers, real estate agents, insurance companies, energy, and mobile networking, kind of like. It's the first edition, and I noticed there's a gap to fill. So I thought I need to fill this gap, and that's why I came up with that name called Upmarket Homes Expo. Our clients are the First Avenue, King's Developers, Pinnacle, Lordship Africa, ORB Energy, and many more.
To the developers, the real estate agents, anyone in interior decor, the financials, come and book your space. We have a few slots remaining. And to the visitors, the hub is the place to be from the 24th to the 26th of February. There's a lot to learn, a lot of advice being given by all our financial advisors, the investment managers. We have a play area for the children. There's ample parking. We also have security, and for the exhibitors, they can expect to make sales, they can expect to develop their database, and also increase their brand awareness. You can reach us through our website. We have a website, the www.upmarkethomesexpo.co.ke. You can also reach us on social media. We have a Facebook page, we are on Twitter and on Instagram, all on Upmarket Homes Expo. And you can also call us on 0714-244439 or email us at info@upmarkethomesexpo.co.ke.
For the first time, we are seeing Kenyans embracing innovative building technology, which is the next frontier in the industry. La Casa Luxury Apartments Phase 2 is breaking ground on 23rd February. Come and experience the splendor and secure your unit. Open day and groundbreaking ceremonies is the time for you to come and get discounts. Finally, Karibu Homes Phase 3 has an open day and selling off plan on the 4th and 5th of March. Come and take a look and select your unit. The property show continues to venture into new and exciting product launches. If you have an event and you'd like it featured here, just call on us and I'll be there. Let's have a look at the property gallery with a mixed collection of investment options.
Korumpoi Gated Estate is a controlled development for housing construction with available house plans for one to build. Each house sits on 1/8 of an acre. The gated estate is expected to have at least 80 houses with all the required amenities. The homes are colorfully and tastefully designed, making it perfect for a young family. Accommodation includes an entry porch, a spacious lounge with space for a dining table, large windows to allow in natural light and for ventilation, Italian tile floors for glossy look, bamboo ceilings for a cozy feel, spacious kitchen with enough cabinets and space for cooker, cubby hole for easy access of the dining area, granite kitchen tops for easy maintenance, spacious corridor, pantry, utility area, 2 bedrooms sharing a common bathroom and cloakroom, master bedroom ensuite, enough wardrobes in all the bedrooms, and great indoor and outdoor finishes. Salient features include piped water, septic tanks, extra storage tanks, parking space for 2, electricity, 24-hour manned security gate with close proximity to the police station, perimeter wall, manicured gardens, all-weather roads, and all-round fence in each home. The price guide is 5.5 million Kenya shillings. You also have the option of buying 1/8 of an acre plot for 975,000 Kenya shillings. Karibu Homes, located in Athi River Town, is a development dedicated to providing hardworking families with affordable, well-constructed homes in thriving communities. Karibu Homes have both standard and superior living options. Phase 1 of the development is complete and is 60% sold out. The phases comprises of 1, 2, and 3 bedroom houses. Athi 1 consists of 1-bedroom houses built on 30 square meters. Athi 2 consists of 2-bedroom house built on 55 square meters, and Athi 3 consists of 3-bedroom house built on 70.75 square meters. The Athi homes have standard finishes with common features including open-plan living room and dining area, steel casement windows and brass curtain fittings, kitchen with inbuilt cupboards and an adjacent utility area with Dobby sink, master bedroom ensuite and other bedrooms share a tiled bathroom, built-in wardrobes and enhanced finishes. The Tana homes have superior finishes with common features such as attractive open-plan living and dining room, kitchen and utility area, ceramic tile floors, steel casement windows and brass curtain fittings, master bedroom ensuite, separate shared tiled bathroom and shower, built-in wardrobes, and enhanced finishes. Salient features include commercial center with shops, health clinic, nursery schools and daycare, riverside walk, basketball court, children's playground, recreational square, community center, water tank and borehole, street lighting, pedestrian walkway, gatehouse, and cobble-paved roads. The price guide for the Athi homes is from 2.94 million Kenya shillings. The price guide for the Tana homes is from 3.65 million Kenya shillings.
At First Avenue, we have a large portfolio of properties in different locations and at every price range. Just call on us and we'll make your house hunting experience much easier. This brings us to the end of today's exciting show. Let me add my voice on affordable decent homes. Kenya being one of Africa's most developed countries and the fastest growing economy, the housing sector still remains with the challenge of providing affordable homes. With a growing urban population, the need for affordable homes is actually rising. Initiatives such as Kitemoto housing is a welcome idea in the industry, as it will rope in more families into home ownership bracket. Thank you for watching. Join us next Sunday as we highlight the just concluded Adventurous Bus Tour. Remember, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.